Hello, and welcome to the first examples video that supports my series on Pathfinder magic. This is a companion to part 6 of that series, and will illustrate how a character who is able to cast spells from 3 different sources calculates their spell attack bonus and spell DC for each of them. If you haven't already viewed Magic Part 6, it is highly recommended that you do so before continuing, and a link to that video is provided in the description. Lathander is a first-level Elven Cloistered Cleric of Abadar. He has a 14 Intelligence, 16 Wisdom, and 12 Charisma, and he has trained proficiency in Divine Spellcasting and trained proficiency in the Religion skill. He wants to cast Ray of Enfeeblement at a Goblin. First, we calculate his spell attack bonus, which is Ability Modifier plus Proficiency. As a Cleric, he uses Wisdom as his spellcasting ability. His Wisdom score is 16, which is a +3 modifier. And he has Trained Proficiency with Divine Spellcasting. Trained Proficiency is 2 plus level. He's first level for a total spell attack bonus of +6. When he casts the spell, he makes a ranged attack roll, 1d20 plus 6, and that total is compared to the Goblin's armor class of 17. We'll say he rolls 11 on the die for a total of 17, which is just enough to hit the Goblin. The spell's description says that on a success, the target must make a Fortitude saving throw. The DC for this save will be Lathander's Divine Spell DC. To calculate this, you simply add 10 to his Divine Spell attack bonus of +6 for a DC of 16. Now the Goblin must roll a Fortitude save and meet or beat Lathander's Divine Spell DC of 16 to succeed. On a success, they become Enfeebled 1, on a failure, they're Enfeebled 2, on a critical success, nothing happens, and on a critical failure, the Goblin becomes Enfeebled 3. Let's fast forward a little bit, and now Lathander is 3rd level. The first thing we want to do is adjust his Divine Spell attack bonus and DC. Since those are both based on proficiency, and proficiency increases with level, his Divine Spell attack bonus is now +8, and that means his Divine Spell DC is 18. Also, at 3rd level, he gets to increase 1 skill to Expert Proficiency. He chooses to boost his Religion skill to Expert. This increase to Expert Proficiency with Religion has no impact at all on his Divine Spell attack bonus or DC. Even though Religion is the key skill for Divine Magic, it is wholly separate from Spellcasting Proficiency, and Lathander's Divine Spellcasting Proficiency level remains at Trained. Now let's fast forward again to level 5. Every time you increase level, you need to adjust your spell attack bonus and DC, but before we do that, there are a couple other things to consider. First, at 5th level, you get to increase 4 of your ability scores. Lathander chooses Dexterity, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. This changes his final ability scores to 16 Intelligence, 18 Wisdom, and 14 Charisma. Next, we need to adjust his Divine Spellcasting attack bonus and DC. The calculation is Ability Modifier plus Proficiency. An 18 Wisdom is a +4 modifier, and Trained Proficiency is 2 plus level. 4 plus 2 plus 5th level grants a final Divine Spell attack bonus of +11, and that makes his Divine Spell DC 21. Also at 5th level, Lathander gets to choose a new Ancestry feat. He selects Otherworldly Magic, which lets him cast 1 arcane cantrip as an innate spell. He chooses Electric Arc as that spell, and since this is an innate spell, he does not cast it with the same bonuses he uses for his Cleric Divine spells. Those are based on Wisdom as the key ability modifier, but innate spells use Charisma. So let's calculate his spell DC for Electric Arc. Spell DC is 10 plus spell attack, so we'll start there by calculating the spell attack bonus. Spell attack is Ability Modifier plus Proficiency. His Charisma score is 14, which is a +2 modifier. And you always have at least Trained Proficiency when casting innate spells, which is 2 plus level. So 2 for Wisdom plus 2 for Trained Proficiency plus 5 for his level equals a final innate spell attack bonus of +9, and 10 plus that makes an innate spell DC of 19. So, to sum up, when Lathander casts a spell from the Divine Spell list, he has a spell attack bonus of +11 and a spell DC of 21. But when he casts an innate spell, he has a spell attack bonus of +9 and a spell DC of 19. Let's jump forward one more level to 6th. With his class feat this level, he decides to multiclass into Wizard by selecting that dedication feat. This now grants him the ability to cast arcane spells at trained proficiency. His spell attack bonus for these spells will be based on intelligence, which is 16, so it's calculated as 3 for intelligence, plus 2 for trained proficiency, plus 6 for his level, and that makes a total bonus of plus 11 and a spell DC of 21. So as a 6th level cleric multiclass with Wizard, and able to cast Electric Arc innately from his ancestry, Lathander casts his cleric spells with a plus 12 attack bonus and spell DC of 22. He casts Electric Arc as an innate spell with a spell DC of 20, and he casts his Wizard spells with a plus 11 attack bonus and a spell DC of 21. 3 different sources for spellcasting with 3 different attack bonuses and DCs. And then at 7th level, Lathander gains Expert Proficiency in Divine Spellcasting. Expert Proficiency grants a bonus of 4 plus character level, and so this now makes his spell attack bonus with Divine Spells plus 15 and a spell DC of 25. He can cast Electric Arc with a spell DC of 23. The reason why it's 23 and not 21 is because innate spells are cast at the character's highest spellcasting proficiency with a minimum of trained. So when Lathander gained Expert Proficiency in Divine Spellcasting, that also bumped up his innate spellcasting to Expert Proficiency 2. But he still casts his Wizard Arcane spells with trained proficiency, and so when casting those spells, he has a plus 12 to attack and a spell DC of 22. Before we close, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our patrons. These videos would not be possible without their continued generosity and support. Members of the Basics for Gamers Patreon community receive special benefits, like getting to vote on the topics that we cover in the future, and also they get to see these videos 1 week and ad-free before everybody else. Visit the link shown on the left of the screen and in the description if you'd like to know more about becoming a patron. If you would like to support this channel and help it grow, the easiest way to do that is by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you get notified when new videos release. And we can always be reached through our Twitter and Facebook pages too. Thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you soon with more Basics of Pathfinder.